On my visit, I stayed overnight with one of the soccer players, and in the middle of the night I had to go pee. So I went to the bathroom and I came back and the door was locked. Little did I know that the dorm doors automatically lock when you leave them. So I had to bang on the door, wake her up so she could let me back in.
During my visit, I remember I was really nervous because I tripped in the crosswalk, and my tour guide was super cool and I felt really intimidated.
I stayed with an RA and got to see what dorm life was all about. And because he was an RA, he had an extra bed, so I got to stay in the top bunk. But in the morning when we woke up and found that I had 7 minutes until I had to be at my event, I quickly jumped out of bed and fell to the ground.
One of the most helpful questions that I asked was, I just asked like what student life was like during the weekends, like how many people go home and like what kind of activities are there on campus for students. So.
I stayed with some Cobbers who, after talking to me and after me asking, hey, I'm trying to figure out if I come here, where do I want to live? Because every dorm is fantastic, so I don't know where I should be. And they said, you know, hearing you talk about different things like theater and kind of seeing that you are just a very blah kind of person, we think you would love Liv Dallin, and that was a very good suggestion.
I think if you ask, you know, what kind of students are going to be in the class, I have a class with 7. So if that doesn't make you want to come here, I don't know what will.
I think that a really great question to ask is, how do you get a roommate? How are you paired with a roommate? And how does that whole situation work?
I think really asking what student activities are on campus, so you make sure that you are going to a school that has things that you're interested in besides just your major.
Because the business school and the reputation. So if you can't see this, the business school is packed with people, there's always people hanging out, and it's the coolest place to study.
If you talk to anybody on campus and ask what the feel of Concordia is, they will say that it felt homey when they visited.
Well, originally I went to NDSU for about a year, and it was just too big. I really liked the smallness of Concordia, and I like the community aspect feel of it.
When I was on my visit, I sat in on a physics class with like 8 other kids in the class, and the professor was like super enthusiastic and super passionate, and it was actually, I was taking physics at the time, and so he like noticed that I knew some of the answers, and he like gave me some homework and like just was super like involving, I guess. So he was a really cool guy and kind of convinced me to come here.
I came to Concordia because it felt like home. Every time I was on campus, I felt like I fit in. I felt like it was the right place, and there was just like a feeling inside of me that I didn't get at any other college I toured.
Feels like home.